All right, so day 3 done in Amsterdam, and it was a shorter day because the typical thing that happens with the shorter summit in Europe is that we finish on Wednesday afternoon, allowing all the consultants, the European consultants, to fly off home, which they've all done. It's always quite sad actually because I always seem to be the one saying goodbye because I have a longer journey. But we saw 3 great agencies this morning. In fact, 2 particularly good ones, particularly outstanding. So the first one was an agency called Code d'Azur. We asked them, of course, about the origin. It's a sort of fairly obvious name when we asked them the origins of it and why they selected it. Code, because they are a deep digital agency specializing in brand and experience. They were just amazing. And d'Azur because and of course it's a play on the Côte d'Azur, which of course is where Cannes happens. So yeah, lovely agency, charming people, friendly, knowledgeable, doing fantastic work, and really enhancing digital experience. We've heard it now so many times on this summit. Consumers expect their apps and their digital experiences to be seamless, fast, efficient, etc. And the opportunities for advertisers and brands are enormous as a result. So these agencies are producing products and services that will enhance these brands, and it was just wonderful to see. So that was Code d'Azur. Then we went on to another interesting agency called Springbok. And it's actually, before you ask, it's a Belgian agency, but they have offices, in fact, originally, they have offices in Bruges, but we were meeting in the Amsterdam office. They have about 4 or 5 offices, and they are expanding. Now, interestingly about Springbok, also a really interesting agency. They are purpose-driven, completely purpose-driven. Brands that do good is what they are working with, and they have an international partner, none other than Joe Public. So that was a nice surprise. I've always wanted to know which agency they partnered with, and that's the agency. So that was exciting, and it was good to see the Joe Public leadership team on the screen briefly as the agency was introducing their setup and their structure and who they're involved with. So fascinating agency, and a really intriguing gift they gave us, which I'll be showing everybody at the session at the end of November. So that was Springbok. Oh, and where did they get their name from? So I couldn't quite understand it, and they did actually tell me, and I'll reveal that also on the 29th of November. Then the final agency was Deloitte Digital and Acne, ACNE. And this is interesting because Deloitte Digital actually has been going for more than a decade, but hasn't really been fully out there. They've now bought in to the group the sort of creative part of this called Acne, and it's a network already, and they're building it from within as opposed to going on the acquisition trail as Accenture has done. So again, and they made some very interesting comparisons, and they're doing some excellent work, and of course again, because they're consultants, it's from the inside out. So that was the third agency. And so when we wrapped up the AdForum Summit, we all agreed that it's been a really good trip. It's been very enlightening to be here in Amsterdam and to listen to what all of these agencies had to say, how they see things in the future, because it's November, so everybody's talking about what's going to happen in 2023, and I'll be able to share some of those learnings and trends with you when we meet again on the 29th. So thanks for listening this week, and I'll be returning to South Africa next week. I've got a couple of days now in the UK before I come back. So I'll see you all then. Bye for now.